Hey guys, Tomboy61, and today we have a game in the Miyoko, but that's not what I want to talk about. Instead, I want to talk about 5 quality of life updates that I think should be brought to World of Warships Legends, and we'll go ahead and go through them. But before we do, let's talk a quick channel update. So, things are going to be a little different this week. The corporate overlords, as a thank you for working through the last year, gave me a free one-night stay at one of the resorts. So I'm taking advantage of that, and I will not be playing for a little bit as I enjoy a nice free vacation on the mouse. So while that's happening, just a couple of things to be aware of. One, there's not going to be comment of the day because I'm extending my stay, and I'm preloading a bunch of videos this week, so I won't be making them each day. And if I don't make them each day, it's kind of hard to pull comment of the day from the previous video when the video's already done. Number 2, Z35, it comes out on Monday. I check in Monday afternoon, so my current plan is to attempt to do a Z35 review early Monday, get it up for Tuesday, but there is a very distinct chance that that does not happen because I'm going to be honest, I'm going to look forward to the vacation more than playing with the Z35. So if you don't see it Tuesday, expect it later in the week, but just be aware that's probably why that review is going to be a little late. And last, we have new merch. That's right, I do try to have merch that doesn't scream World of Warships, but if you get it, you get it. And that's why this one is heading back to port. And if you like this design, it is for sale in my Teespring shop. Link is in the description as always. Let's get on to the main topic of the video since we're already 2 minutes in, and I apologize, but things needed to be said. Anyways, quality of life. If you don't know what quality of life is, it's the basic way to think of it is it's features in a program that don't overhaul the full experience, but instead just make the user's experience a little bit better. And these are usually small changes that are usually relatively easy to add program-wise, developer resource-wise, that can add up to mean a lot more. I have 5 of them. I think one of them we know isn't in development currently, but the other ones I think might be able to be added relatively easily or be shared with the community. So with that said, if you have a quality of life update improvement that you would like to see, let me know down in the comments below. My first one I want to talk about is outlines of shells. So I don't know about you guys, but when there's a full daylight map, like right now this is set at sunset, but when there's a full daylight map and the enemy is firing AP shells, it can be really easy to lose those in the sky and not be able to like see them. I would love if there was a way for us as a player to be able to toggle a thicker outline around them. This is also something that could be added as far as an accessibility feature. That's something that's been really big in the games industry as of late, is accessibility. So that if you have people who have trouble with their vision, who don't have perfect vision, they're still able to access this game. Because if they can see those shells, it makes it a lot easier to dodge. You know, being able to see the shells helps a lot. Right now, it's really easy to see them because they're backlit. The background of them is that like brown gray mountain. But when there's just white sky, you know you lose track of those AP shells. And I think it would be really great, even if we just add like a couple, like an extra stroke around the outline of the shell, just to be able to track them easier. I think it's one thing that could probably be easily done, and it would definitely make the lives of kiting cruisers and just those who like to play at range a little bit easier. The next comes from my experience at ranked. It's an AFK indicator slash like trigger. So I don't know about you guys. I played a couple matches of ranked, had 2 destroyers that weren't playing anymore. They were AFK, and it definitely cost us a match. And at that point, I was like, okay, I don't want to wait in the giant queue for destroyers, and I don't want to, and I just don't want to play ranked. It got my blood boiling, and I'm like, it's the weekend, it's time to relax. I don't need the extra stress of playing ranked. So I think it would be great if they added a way to weed out people who are AFK. Now, one idea that I've seen recently, I've been trying to get a hold of a GPU via Linus Tech Tips and their verified actual gamer program. And what they have is once you hit the queue, they have a button that you click, and it proves that you're still there and you're just not like taking up bandwidth on their server. I think it would be great if they could add something like that where it literally just ticks down after 30 seconds if you don't click your controller while you're waiting in queue for the game. Then it would kick you out of the queue. And that way, this helps two ways. One, the Destroyer players can't just like set and forget and have to wait the 3 minutes. This way, if someone goes AFK, they get kicked out. It shortens the queue for those active players. And two, for all the other players, for the cruiser and battleship players, it means that you don't have to worry about having a Destroyer player who is totally AFK. That's, that at least this week would have made, it would have made ranked just a little bit easier. My number 3 is some sort of legendary perk indicator for your teammates. Legendary perks usually have some sort of benefit that is based on a radius from teammates or enemies, and I think it would be super helpful to be able to see what your teammates are running as far as their legendary perks go. I know previously, yesterday, I was running a game in the Muchen, and I noticed I had a low health battleship, and I was like, oh, what battleship isn't running Will to Rebuild? So I like pulled off, and instead of attacking one enemy, I came back and started running close to this battleship to try to heal him. Yeah, he didn't have Will to Rebuild. I wasted a full like minute and a half of the game because I thought he had Will to Rebuild and he didn't. It would have been really nice to be able to be like, oh, look, he has Will to Rebuild. If I can get within 2 kilometers, 1.5 kilometers of him, I'm going to be able to kill him. I'm going to be able to have the team play. Like, things like that would be amazing. My next is number 4. I'm calling it a win-loss / ship performance metrics. I don't know if you guys have watched my channel for a while, but I originally was from the Rainbow Six Siege community. And I think one of the great things about Rainbow Six Siege is in their updates, they go ahead and share what the pick rate of their operators are and their win-loss stats. And that way it gives the community an idea of where certain operators are performing, and when they receive nerfs or buffs, why they are receiving those nerfs and buffs. And I think I'm sure Wargaming has access to what ships are being picked and what percentage of matches they are showing up in, and when they are picked, whether they are winning or losing more or less. I think it would be very interesting to see those metrics, and it also would help us see what's justified. We don't need like a constant tracker of it, but I think it would be a really cool thing to show us at least tech tree ship wise during each update, especially when they make those broad changes, and that way we can kind of see where ships are. Now, mind you, Rainbow Six Siege, much more a competitive game. It is very much balance is king there, where I think, yes, I think overall Warships is balanced, but it's not the main focus of the game, right? This isn't an esports game where Rainbow Six Siege is, though I do think that could be something fun that the devs could do, and be able to add into the updates. My final quality of life update that I would love to see is a practice room. Yeah, I know they've said it, and I know we're never getting it, but I think it would be something that would be amazing. If you don't know, practice room is basically, instead of AI battles where you go ahead and battle people in the ether against like all robots, practice room is pretty much an open sea where there may be a couple of targets for you to shoot at, but it would be fantastic for the content creator community and also just for players to be able to learn and test out their new ships. So yeah, guys, those are the 5 quality of life updates I would like to see. Practice rooms, I think, is the least likely of all of those. The others, who knows? We may one day get them. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.